What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and it looks like this has been a bit of a bad week for Disney as several pretty spicy lawsuits have hit the Mouse House, and one in particular seems very interesting to me as I covered this story last year, I feel like, or maybe 2 years ago, about the Despicable Me character who was accused of, using the OK hand symbol, and even though everyone knows that the meaning for that is a 4chan meme. It doesn't signify any power movement, but nonetheless, this dude or the person in the suit was fired, and now a new hilarious lawsuit hits Walt Disney over the entire thing. Plus, they get sued over some insane costs that they tried to pass on to their insurance company. First, let's start with that. You can see they're sued in multi-million-dollar shutdown dispute. Wait, hold on. Here it is. Like most of the entertainment industry's production companies, Walt Disney Company and all of its associated studios have been had to shut down filming during the height and continued effects of the coup. With unsafe environments caused by everything going on, they would suffer a huge blow to its entertainment output over the past year. Many corporations are back up and running in some capacity, but that hasn't stopped the events of the past causing a clash in the courtroom. Walt Disney Company is facing legal battles over a suit connected to shutdown costs related to the lockdowns. Now, this is their insurance company suing them. The world undeniably shifted when during the lockdowns last year, and it tilted the world on its axis. One loss that people across the globe felt was the shutdown of many creative projects across media. For the Walt Disney Company, which has a large market share of entertainment assets, this hit was huge for the House of the Mouse. With acquisitions of Marvel Studios, Lucasfilm, and Star Wars, 20th Century Studios, Hulu, and the launch of Disney Plus, for example, the shutdown meant that many Disney productions in the realm of entertainment media were postponed indefinitely. Now, I didn't expect, how do I say this? I don't expect the full, effects of the lockdowns and the stop in productions to really hit us until later this year and next year. We can already see that there's just hardly anything worth talking about coming out in Hollywood right now, but next year we're really going to see it. While this seems like okay, so you see a notable example: Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow feature came out and did okay. Now here's the thing. For context, Disney sent claims to the insurer, Fireman's Fund Insurance, to gain relief from the cost of, increase in costs from the lockdown. Notably, the second wave and holiday hiatus coverage. However, Fireman's Fund does not believe it has to pay for Disney's request, and thus the insurer has sued the corporation for relief from the court case. The Fireman's Fund and the Walt Disney Company disputes that to the extent that the Walt Disney Company incurred extra expenses as a result of covered cast and crew members who were otherwise healthy being required to go into lockdown due to exposure and all sorts of stuff like that. Essentially, Disney, which I'm sure got gigantic loans from the government to help bail them out during all of this, wants their insurance company to cover a lot of the additional costs. By the way, that costs trickle down to us. If you remember this, when I saw this article pop up this morning, I thought, this can't be a new story. I remember seeing this. But actually, now there's been a lawsuit launched. So families sue Universal Orlando after mascot uses the WP hand gesture. The rest of the world, the normal people out there, know it as the OK hand symbol. Two families are now suing Universal Orlando after an actor dressed as the Despicable Me character flashed the WP symbol while posing for photos with biracial children. Now, they've made no connection that I know of, none whatsoever, that the OK hand symbol had anything to do with the kids being biracial. That's a connection that is just being alleged. The lawsuit filed on behalf of the two girls, who were 5 and 6 at the time of the photo, alleges that they suffered humiliation and mental anguish from the separate episodes at the theme park in Orlando. I don't believe you. I don't believe that a 5-year-old had any idea what was going on, or that a 6-year-old had any idea what was going on. This is just a perfect example of sue happy Americans who ultimately make everything more expensive for everyone else. Let's say they win this suit. Best case scenario. Do you think Disney's going to take the L? No. Nachos are going to go from $9.25 to $9.35, and they'll recoup the money in a day. This is such a stupid lawsuit. One of the incidents occurred when the young one met a movie character at the breakfast hosted from Universal Royal Pacific, according to the suit filed June 23rd in Orange County Court. When she posed for a photo with the actor, he placed a hand on her shoulder while making an upside down OK symbol, which the ADL says is a naughty one. Nobody in like actual, reality world thinks it's anything to write home about, but the ADL, the protector of everyone from offensive memes and 4chan ops, they stepped in. He put the hand over as he was just doing regularly. And then I was looking at the camera. He started to put the universal white supreme hand symbol on her shoulder. Universal? Universal. I guarantee you, if I went down, let's just say even to the deep south. Let's say I went to just outside Louisville, Kentucky. That's not the deep south, but where there used to be a high concentration of members of this defunct organization. And I asked 1,000 people what this meant. I would be willing to bet less than 5 of them would ever say that it had anything to do with anything other than just saying okay. So the idea that this was universal is absurd to me. We just wanted to make them see them. We just wanted to take them to see the Minions, do something special for our family. And this person ruined that special warm feeling. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. The suit said later that the child bought a printed screenshot of the video in the encounter and for school for a project, but she was humiliated when she was told that she could not show it in class because of the hand gesture. So shouldn't the suit be against that idiotic teacher that perpetuated the op? The suit claims that the incidents left the girl suffering from mental anguish, loss of dignity, humiliation, embarrassment, and emotional distress. And their families are seeking money. Shocking. $30,000 is what this family wants. By the way, the legal fees will vastly outweigh this. Some skis-ball lawyer talked him into filing this suit. Universal Orlando Resort previously said it had fired the actor whose identity hasn't been released. We never want our guests to experience what that family did, a spokesperson told the USA Today. Not acceptable in any way, and we're sorry. Now, what we don't know is maybe they interviewed this employee and they said, yep, that's what I was doing. It seems extraordinarily unlikely, but I'm just saying it's possible. The other possibility, and perhaps the more likely one, was they admitted they were doing it for a meme, knowing that it would make people outraged, that they weren't actually a fan of, that particular organization, or that they thought a particular skin color of somebody was better than the other, but they were doing it for the memes. Look, there's no indication that this employee was even white. As far as I know, that hasn't been released. And this is again, another perfect example of what modern day privilege looks like. Immense amount of emotional distress from a cartoon character while you're at the most expensive theme park on the planet. Sorry if I don't weep any tears for you. By the way, if you're watching this video and you haven't yet subscribed, please do consider clicking that red subscribe button down below the video. YouTube has my channel in purgatory right now and has been for the past 3 weeks. So I don't think I'm reaching any new viewers, and maybe if we can get a nice push there, perhaps that will help. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.